Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Mickey Sightings. Good to see you tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. Apologize for running a little late. Dinner was a little late. Bible study was a little late. Wednesdays are busy, but I like live streaming on Wednesdays. I just think it's a lot of fun to do a little bit of middle of the week stuff. Pam Fams is in the house. Hall family in the house. Thank you, Susie, for putting in that we might be a little bit delayed, but we are on time, other than save 10 minutes. Welcome, welcome. It is so exactly, Pam. Better late than never. And Pam is going to be our featured artist this next month. So she has given me some of her artwork, and I'm putting together a video. So she will be featured here in the next couple of weeks, which will be really, really cool. Hello, all, says Lena and Sam. Good to see you guys. Lena and Sam have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so they don't get to hang out with us late people. Uh, those of us who choose to do things at 8 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock their time. But hey, who's counting? Hey, Surfer Girl, Cherie, good to see you. Good to have you with us tonight. So has everybody had a good week so far? It's been good on our end. It's been busy. I cannot believe it is Wednesday already. Like, wow, we have to get up for work. 4 o'clock. Oh, 4 o'clock is too early. That is too early for man or beast. That's not even morning. That's in the middle of the night. Of course, Rebecca will have to start getting up pretty early next year because she'll be riding the school bus. She's not going to be in virtual school next year, so she's been able to sleep in for the last 3 years, but she's not going to be able to now. So 6 more days for me to Walt Disney World. Cherie, I know, that is awesome. That was awesome. I can't believe we missed you by a week. I think we always miss you by like a week. It's crazy. We missed Cargo by like half a day. Cargo got down Sunday afternoon, and we left Sunday afternoon. So it's been a long week. Lena says it should have been Friday today. It's just been crazy. Sunday was a full moon, and the kids have been crazy. Yes, it was a full moon, and it is still a full moon. Last night it was like 90%, 96% luminosity, so it looked like a full moon. I think that's why everybody's a little weird. Even I felt a little weird this week. Weirder than normal. We need to fix that, Sean. Yes, we do. I agree, Sherry. We have got to fix that. We want to meet you in person. We had some good meetups this past weekend, more actually than I thought we were going to. It was a lot of fun. It was probably one of our best trips. We just kind of paced ourselves, and hey, Greg, my brother Greg is in the house. He says, hey, everyone. Y'all say hey to Greg. Good to see him. Although we weren't able to get up with Greg this trip because somebody had to work all weekend. Yes, I know. I'm just weird in general. I know that. I do. How do you guys like my new Mickey sipper? I got that at Epcot. I had to have it. I said, this is the official sipper of Mickey Sightings. Tell me some good ice water in there. And Minifan says, hi, everyone. And Pam says, you took some great pics of the art. I love taking pictures of the art because I use them as wallpapers on my phone throughout the year. That's one of the things I like to do. I will talk a little bit about Art Festival tonight and give you, as they say, my honest opinion of it, my honest review, because I know you guys want to make sure we're all honest about everything. I'm all excited. I'm more excited to meet all my friends. So excited to be meeting Christy. That will be cool. That'd be cool. Yep, that's right. Because Christy will be down for the marathon, right? They've got all those big tents. I don't even think they take them down now because marathons down there are becoming like food festivals. They just leave everything up. And Bob is in the house. Good evening, Bob. Good to see you tonight. Good to have you with us tonight. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about our trip this past weekend, and I've got a haul video I want to do, or we're going to show some of our little things that we picked up at the Character Warehouse and all of that. And yet Lena and then will be down in July, which Lena, Susie said something about you sent a message that said your plans had changed, and I didn't get any of that. So let me know what the change of plans is, because I did not see that. She's like, I don't remember if she sent it as a message or if I saw it in chat. I didn't see any of it. So Lena, let me know. Let me know. So anyway, it was a really good weekend. We got down. Susie took Friday off, so we left here early Friday morning. So we got down to Wilderness Lodge, which is where we ate lunch. We always like to eat lunch usually there, and we got there on Friday afternoon and had lunch at the Whispering Canyon Cafe. Of course, our favorite server is Elvis. We love Elvis. He is awesome. If you eat at Whispering Canyon, get Elvis. Tell him Mickey Siding sent you. Not that it'll matter. But it was good. Loved their food. And then we took the boat, and our boat captain was the best ever. I always like the boat captains. That's like I would love to do that job, right? And they are so cool. But he was just really neat. He just the best. He goofed around with everybody and had all of us laughing. It was a great way to come into Magic Kingdom. And of course, then when we got to Magic Kingdom, the first thing we saw was the train and we heard the whistle, and it was like, it's back. And so Susie said this: the first thing we're doing at Magic Kingdom is we're going on the train. So we did. We walked straight up, got on the train, and went all around Magic Kingdom, and it was so cool. It was great to be back on the train. It was a packed train. I mean, everybody is just loving it. We sat with a family that they love the train like we do, and that was just so much fun. Greg said he's excited for Happily Ever After returning. I am too. I cannot wait. That happens, April 3rd, is it? That's going to be awesome. It was here in chat. Yeah, send me the details, Lena. That way I have all of the details. We love Wilderness Lodge. Lena says we had Christmas dinner there. That's a great place to have Christmas dinner. I love Wilderness Lodge. It was so cool this year. We were there. We were at Grand Floridian, Wilderness Lodge, and Animal Kingdom Lodge this past Christmas, the day before they put the tree up at each one, because they were delayed this year, and there was a kind of a story behind that. But we were there, like one day, and then the next day Christmas tree was up. It was unbelievable. We love Wilderness Lodge at Christmas anyway. But it was so cool, just how the whole vibe of that lodge changes between the day whenever, it's just the normal stuff, and then the next day it's decorated for Christmas. It was it's palpable, it is how cool that transition is. And it was like that at the other two resorts as well. But I don't know, you just feel it the most, I believe, at Wilderness Lodge. We just love there. Yes, we can't wait to see it again. That is right. Happily Ever After. Everybody's excited about Happily Ever After. I know I am. The boats are one of my favorite ways to realize. Yes, except when Florida gets a random cold front and you freeze outside on the boat. Yes, that is true. That is very true. As a matter of fact, that was Friday night. Friday night, we chose to take the bus back to Wilderness Lodge instead of the boat, because the temperature, it was down to like 51. It dropped to like 51 Friday night, which is quite cold with the humidity. And then on that water it was windy. It was pretty breezy. It was. I got a story about that. It was very windy, and so yeah, we took the bus back to Wilderness Lodge. It was quite cold. They should have debuted Enchantment how it is now. I agree, Susie. She got to see the new projections with Walt and Roy and Mickey. She had not watched streams or anything about it so that she could experience it firsthand. She still didn't get the full effect of it because we were kind of on the side of the castle, and which turned out to be a date of infamy. But I got a fireworks story for you, a cool fireworks story for you. So anyway, I'm losing track. Okay, Greg says, I truly think they should keep the song "You Are the Magic" for cast member celebration to remind the cast members that they are the magic. Yep, I agree. I think that's good for the cast members. We are not. We are. Becca always says we are the money. I get the we are the magic thing. I truly do. But then again, by the same token, it's kind of weird. Can't wait to take all the boats since we're going to be at Riverside. We'll be taking this. Yes. I love Port Orleans Riverside. We have stayed there before. Love it. Being able to take the boat through the canals there, going up to Disney Springs is so much fun. We do that just at random. As a matter of fact, at Christmas, we did that. We went over to Old Key West and did the whole boat, took the boats through there, Port Orleans, Riverside, Disney Springs, and we took the boat from Old Key West, which we had never done that before, and that was really really cool. And many fans says, we do not like We Are the Magic. How did you guys like the Walt Disney World Railroad? The railroad was awesome, awesome. Um, so then we had met Charlie and Stacy from Disney Nerd Herders. They met us at the park on when we got there after they got off from work on Friday afternoon. So we hung out with them, which was awesome, and had a good time with them, and got into some antics and things like that. Of course, watched Tron. Tron is absolutely beautiful at night. Crazy, crazy cool. It is a neat coaster to have in Tomorrowland. Absolutely love it. We were on the People Mover, which was cool. We love the People Mover. We went on Haunted Mansion. We didn't do a lot of rides. We just looked around and chatted, and So anyway, fireworks story. We are on the we're over in where the Christmas Village is over in Liberty Square. We were in front of that store. Up from it is where we stood to watch the fireworks. So we got the side projections of the castle, which are really cool. If you've never seen the side projections, that's like the third time I've seen them. They are really cool, and I encourage you to do that. And so we're standing there, and there are fireworks going off. Well, like I said, it was very windy. So next thing you know, we see this ball of fire coming toward the area where we were, into the trees there by the water, and it was a piece of the tube, that explodes, and it was on fire, and it was all blowing our way. Well, a piece landed in the crowd where we were standing, and a cast member had to run over and stomped it all out. And when it was all over, there were pieces of the cardboard back in Fantasyland all over the side. I mean, all over the place. Big chunks of it, of charred cardboard. I had gunpowder all in my hair. I got some in my left eye. I'm like, oh, this is just great. And I got a piece of ash on my my Spirit jersey, but thank goodness it came off. It didn't burn. I thought it had burned it at first, but because it wouldn't come off. You know how it just wouldn't come off. But I took my toothbrush to it yesterday and I got it off. But that was absolutely crazy. How weird that was. I mean, it's like balls of fire. It was crazy. And Minnie says, I was standing right next to him and I was fine. She was standing right next to me. I ended up getting something in my eye, and I had, which I don't have very much hair. See, she's got more hair than I do. So it like went straight through. So I went to the restroom and I'm just shaking just like black powder out of my hair. It was just crazy. I don't know. It was the most bizarre fireworks experience I have ever seen. Lena says, I've heard that the fireworks have been blowing around really bad lately. Oh, it was bad. They had a sign up in the middle of Fantasyland. As a matter of fact, they closed Pinocchio House. We were going to eat at Pinocchio House. They closed it about at 7:00. And now I know why, because evidently it's like falling debris. I have never seen. We have walked through Fantasyland many times right after the fireworks, and I have never seen chunks, and I'm not exaggerating, chunks this big of cardboard, that big thick cardboard, all over the place. I mean, it wasn't just two or three of them; it was all over the place. They had they had mousekeepers out there sweeping all of it up. I mean, it was crazy. I think it was too windy. As a matter of fact, they didn't fly Tinkerbell that night. I think it was too windy, Cherie. I really do. Because it was bad. I mean, it could have ended badly had that stuff kept flying. I mean, we already had, like I said, one piece land in with people in it. That bigger piece went over into the trees by the water, but it didn't cause any problems. But Tron's light, the lighting of Tron is amazing. That is for sure. It looks so cool over there. Lena said, I'm not a fan of the changes to the Walt Disney World Railroad. Are you talking about the script? Hope they had hoses. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Pam, it was noticeably when we came up through Fantasyland on our way around the castle coming before the fireworks, because like I said, we were going to eat at Pinocchio House. that you could hear the water. It sounded like gushing water. It was just flooding that area back there with water. So I don't know. I don't know if they were anticipating there was going to be more debris there because of the wind or what. But I honestly, I'm with Cherie. I don't think they should have done them. I think that was really pushing the envelope. The script and the new narrator. It's kind of funny. I really don't have an opinion on it because we sat in the bench that also faces someone else, so we had a family in front of us. We talked the whole time, so I really didn't hear much of the narration or the narrator. So I can honestly say I don't have a review on that. But so anyway, so that was really interesting. That interesting night. So like I said, we hung out with Charlie and Stacy, had a great time with them. It got really, really cold. Got back to the hotel and everything was great. Then we were planning to spend Saturday and Sunday at Epcot for the art festival because that really was the main reason why we were going down. We love the Festival of Arts, and we wanted to make sure we got that in. So we got down to Epcot. We got over to Epcot on Saturday morning, and as we were walking in, we saw Mouse Talk. Well, they were there. They were, which I knew they were there. They were just finishing up, and so we talked with Walt and Melissa just a little bit. They had to go. They had to get back home. They had a appointment there. They just bought their house. You guys know they put that on Instagram, and they just bought their house, so they had some contractors coming in to do some work for them, and so I got to see them. And then, as we went into Creation Shop, we saw one of our old friends, old friends. His name is Brad, and Brad Hughes. He actually has a YouTube channel. You can look him up. And he used to be a cast member, and we first met him years ago when Rebecca was about 7 or 8 years old at the Ticket and Transportation Center. He was working there. And he's the one that introduced us to the five-legged goat and got us into pin trading. He gave Rebecca her first little bag of trading pins, and that has started the addiction that is now everywhere. And I've got a whole bag of new pins from this trip, and I got a tackle box over here full of pins, and I got a wall over here of pins. We have pins everywhere, pins and Funko Pops. So hey, Kelly, hands full, hearts full in the channel. Good to see you guys, and which I haven't gotten to that part of my story yet. So we got to see Brad and his wife. We'd never met his wife. Had a great time, loved it, chit chatted and that, kind of caught up a little bit, and then went our way. Well, if you guys remember, Tucker is the oldest son of Hands Full, Heart Full. That is Kelly. Well, Tucker is in the Disney College program, so he met us there at Epcot, and we spent part of the morning, and then he had to go back home, get ready for his friend coming in, and then he came back in the afternoon and joined us, and we had a great time hanging out with Tucker. Then we all went over to Disney Springs, had supper at the Rainforest Cafe. He had never eaten at the Rainforest Cafe, so we had a blast. It was a lot of fun. Loved hanging out with Tucker. He's such a great kid. I'm going to be doing a live stream, not this week, but next week, because I wanted to interview him and ask him about the Disney College program. I thought you guys would find that fun. So instead of doing a video, because we never got a chance, we're going to do a live stream next week. This week, his schedule's not going to work out right, so we're going to try it for next week. We're going to do a live stream where I'm going to interview Tucker, and you guys will love Tucker. He is awesome. He is a great guy, and you guys are just going to love him to death. And so we had so much fun hanging out with him. So that was a lot of fun. Let me catch up. My chat's rolling here. Let me catch up. We said, yeah, Tennessee and her friends. Right. I did get my Figment popcorn bucket. He is sitting in our piano room on the record player. Yes, got my popcorn bucket, which I can tell you they're probably going to end up at the Character Warehouse because they have tons of them. And then we had a disappointing thing happen at Epcot, which Lena knows about this. Is one of the things that I wanted to try, one of the food things, and I'll talk about Art Festival in just a minute. But they had the pimento cheese, bacon, fried green tomato sandwich with a side of tomato soup. And the tomato soup came in this really cool cup. And in chat one night, Lena said, I want one of those cups. I said, no problem. We all like tomato soup in our family. We'll have an extra cup. So I was planning to get 2 cups of soup to go with my sandwich so Lena could have a cup. And I get to the booth, and this is the cup. No cool art festival logo, no cool food booth logo, because it said Pop Eats. It said Pop Eats, which was the name of the booth, and it had all their colors and stuff on it, which is really kind of cool. And instead, it's a tin can. It's a cool little can in that, yeah, I'll probably use it over here, put pencils in. But that was, yeah, that was the cool can little suit thing I was going to get. So I messaged Lena and I said, Lena, they got rid of our cup. Matter of fact, I was in line getting my sandwich when Tucker texted me that he was in the park. And I was just noticing this actually. It's plastic. You can see through it. It just sounds metal. But it's plastic. It's painted silver. Now that I've got it in light, you can see through it. Yeah. They could at least put like Best Art Festival or something on it. They could have put a sticker on it. Did you know there's another five-legged goat in the lobby of the Contemporary? Yes, that is the five-legged goat. The lobby of the Contemporary. That is the five-legged goat. That's where the pin came from. Yep. Matter of fact, Rebecca did her Tropicana speech in 5th grade on the five-legged goat. And she came in 3rd place in her school. All right, let me see here. I got to catch up. So Lena says, I'm dying. This is so horribly sad. This is horribly sad. This is bad. I at least thought it was metal. It's not. It's plastic. Oh, sorry, Susie corrected me. 4th grade Tropicana speech. Yeah. So I told Tucker this story. We're sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, this was supposed to be a Pop Eats little thing. It was so sad about that cup. Yes. Hashtag little corn tin can. Yes. Little corn tin can. And it's not even tin. It's plastic. And Greg says 64 days till he goes to Tokyo. That is awesome. He'll be in Tokyo, and hopefully he's going to live stream from Tokyo, unlike he didn't live stream from Paris. Maybe he'll live stream from Tokyo so that we can see him. Kelly, we will be at Disney in 10 days. Chris is missing her baby. Oh, I was wondering when Kristen would start missing her baby. So 10 days. Wow. Because I know there's one on the wall. My mom. Yes, there is one on the wall in the Contemporary. Yep, the five-legged goat. I can go buy a mini can of corn and then keep the tin can, at least to get a snack out. Yeah, exactly. So, Lena, I'm sorry. I tried, and that's what we got. But the cool thing is, and this is actually, oddly enough, okay. Should I go ahead and start the art festival review? Here's the art festival review. Our niece Elizabeth also met us. So we had Kelly's son Tucker, and we had Elizabeth, which is our niece, and we met up with Yami and Jay. Now, you guys know Yami's Adventures. That is Tammy. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting to hear back. She had heart catheterization surgery on Monday, but that's from Yami's Adventures, and she hung out with us. So it was a bunch of us at Epcot, and we had a blast. I'll tell you, we had a blast. And so in the pavilion, they have the rainbow cake. It's all about Figment. They have a cool cup that this grape slushy drink came in, and it had freeze-dried Skittles on it. The freeze-dried Skittles were really good, except after about 10 of them, then they're like really sweet. This is other than artwork, this is the only souvenir I got from the art festival. That's how sad it was. The Spirit jersey is cool looking, but it's black. The cup is black. Everything at the festival was black. And Florida and black does not mix. It's like it's too hot to wear anything black in Florida. So this was my souvenir. I didn't even get a pin. It was terrible. I did not even get a pin. So I guess technically my Figment popcorn bucket is from it. And then the cup. The the grape drink that was in here was interesting. I liked it. But if you've ever been to Galaxy's Edge and had the blue milk, it had the consistency of the blue milk, but it tasted like grape. And anyway, the cup is cool, but it looked even cooler when it has the purple drink in it. So I think this art festival was somewhat underwhelming, and that's sad to say because we absolutely love the art festival. Um, I don't think there were as many art booths as in the past. And one of the things that they've done over the last couple of years I really liked was that they would open up the big tent, the big area, the big pavilion area, and they would have like a live pianist in there. They had an artist doing different demonstrations and stuff in there at all times. They didn't even utilize that whole apparatus this year, which took away a lot of that special festival effect. Um, we didn't watch any of the concert. So to make a long story short, we didn't even go back to it on Sunday. Sunday we went to Hollywood Studios. Uh, we had pretty much done everything. I had some food items. I because there were some certain things I wanted to try, and I got to say the food was really good. Everything I had food wise was really good, and the portion sizes were really good compared to Food and Wine. I think the smallest portion sizes are at Food and Wine. My honest opinion. I think that they're pretty decent for festival holidays, depending on what you get. They're pretty decent on the Flower and Garden, and they were really good. I cannot complain about the portion sizes of anything I got for the price. And the prices were, I mean, it's Disney, so and it's a festival, so you're going to pay more, but they weren't that bad. I mean, they really weren't. I wanted the soft shell crab. I didn't get that. I had eaten some other things, and um, my stomach was not feeling that great, honestly, after drinking this purple drink. Up until that, it was okay, but the purple drink just didn't sit really well, I don't think, and so I didn't end up getting the angry crab because I'm like, yeah, that crab made me really angry, and but once we got to dinner and stuff much later, my stomach was feeling a lot better. But I had the pimento cheese, bacon, and fried green tomato sandwich. It was half a sandwich with soup, really really good. I had the wild boar sausage. That was really good. And all that came with it. Hey Sherry, good to see you tonight. Welcome in. And that was really good. The boar. I grew up eating wild boar. My brother used to hunt wild boar, but I liked the way they made this sausage. It was really good. I enjoyed it. And I had the duck confit and pinto beans. It was just a neat combination of things. Then I had the short rib, which everybody says is really good. It is. It was fantastic. That was definitely a really good one. And then I was going to get the sushi a donut, but the line was so long for that. I was just like, nah, no, gave up on that one. And seems like I had one other thing, and I had the rainbow cake. Elizabeth and I split it, and I had one of the drinks here, and we had a pretzel bread. Now this wasn't part of the art festival, but let me tell you something, a hidden gem. Some of you guys may know about this. In all the years going to Epcot, I did not know about this. But if you go into the where the restaurant is in Germany, and there's a little quick service thing there, they have a pretzel bread pudding. Oh my goodness! If you have never had that, go get it. Run, don't walk. It is so good. Elizabeth said, have you guys ever had the pretzel bread pudding over there? No, I didn't even know it existed. And my goodness, wow, it was really, really good. So next time you're in Germany, go to the little quick service area there inside where Beer Garden is and ask for the pretzel bread pudding. And it's got some kind of vanilla cream stuff that goes on top of it. Woo, it is so good. And it's one of those things that it's sweet, but it's not too sweet, which I like. I'm not a big sweet fan, so it's good, and we really liked it. So we got one of them, and like 6 of us ate off of it, and it was really, really good. I am so far behind on chat, y'all. Thank you, Minifan. Thank you, Susie, for sharing out Elizabeth's Instagram. Also, as I said the other night, Rebecca now has an Instagram account with her Nuimos, and they're called Nuimos on the Go. So go check out her Nuimos. She only has a couple posts right now, but she's been taking Nuimos, and she's going to be taking them around to different places. So that'll be a lot of fun. Cherie says, I will be at Magic Kingdom on my birthday. That is awesome. That is so cool. I've seen that cup. I kind of like that one. What did the drink taste? What covered that? Good. The rainbow cake. Yes, the rainbow cake was really, really good. I've watched vlogs on it, and nobody said a lot about it. It was really good. It had a really good flavor to it. They took the blue milk, made it purple, and stuck the flavor using a nice for cough syrup. Kinda. It was. The drink was. It wasn't bad. Elizabeth didn't like it. She made it about halfway down and went, "Nope, I'm done." But it wasn't great. It's kind of like that first year of the Orange Bird slushy. Now the second year, I thought it was much better, but the first year they did the Orange Bird slushy, it was kind of like that. You got about halfway through it, and your brain and everything's going, "No, I'm done with this." Server Girl says, haven't made a reservation yet. Hope try to say hi. And Sherry came in. Okay, message me when you're there. And they're going to planning a meetup, which would be awesome. Yes, remember to hit the thumbs up. And Minifan says, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm so far behind. 12 days until Sherry. Oh, wow. Sherry's going to be there in 12 days. Awesome. That is awesome. So we got 3 people in the chat that are going within the next 2 weeks. I'm jealous. I am jealous. We'll be at the park this weekend, and we're getting there 15th, leaving on the 20th. Nice. So you guys may be able to get together, which would be really, really cool. That will be awesome. And so anyway, so the festival was kind of underwhelming. We did get to see Greg McCullough, who is our absolute favorite artist. So we did get to see him, and I'll show you guys what we got. First of all, we got the Jungle Cruise print. Matter of fact, I wish there was a way I could turn the monitor off. It's too much light. Too much light. But there it is. Let's see if I can get it. There. That's better. The Jungle Cruise. This is Greg McCullough. Of course, he signed it for us. Love this one. It's got everybody. I love Donald's expression. Check out Donald's expression. It is so good. All right. And then the next one we got from Greg McCullough was this. Of course, Steamboat Willie, the OG. And this is one of his, what they call his remnant paintings, where he uses remnants of paint to do work with. He and his wife both do that. So there is Steamboat Willie. And then the third one in the series of the Hidden Mickey series, this is called Sunset Lagoon. Check this out. It's World Showcase. And there are hidden Mickeys all over it, just like in the previous two. So this is really, really cool. So we just absolutely love his work. And then another artist that was there that was new to us, and his name is William Silvers. And we got this one of his. And of course, there's his autograph is there on the bottom. But this is called Main Street. And we loved it because it just has the whole gang. And look at Tinkerbell. Well, if I get the camera. Tinkerbell is absolutely awesome. We just love this print. We like the color in it. So that's the prints that we got. So we got 4 new ones to add to the wall out there. And, and so, like I said, it was great. It was great meeting up with folks. That was the best. That really is the best part of any trip anymore, is meeting up with everybody. It's so much fun. I love talking to everybody, seeing what they've been up to, kind of catch up. And this was a lot of fun. So the food was good. I don't think there were as many artists there this time, or at least it didn't appear to be to me. there was, just like in years past, like I said, they've got the big pavilion where they're doing stuff inside. That was gone. They weren't doing that. And they have done, like, they've got a front stage and they'll have just different like acrobatics and stuff like that. None of that. Um, Only the stuff going on in the amphitheater, and that was only two shows starting at 5 o'clock. So for really the whole day, there's nothing really going on art wise. And this was the first time in all the years we've been going that we didn't paint on the big mural wall. The line was so long, and part of that is because there's nowhere for people to be. I mean, if they're there for the art festival, you're looking at stuff. You're all just meandering. There, that big pavilion allows people to go in, and they usually have big racks of artwork and stuff in there. They did a little bit of that in the pavilion, in the little pavilion where the Figment was, but not much at all. Um, Minnie says it was a little flat. I agree, it was a little flat. Um, but Susie did get to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. She says Tron. She meant Guardians of the Galaxy with Tucker and Elizabeth, which was cool. So Tucker got to ride it back to back, which was really, really cool. I agree, Suze. I think that's a good word. It seemed a little flat. It was a lot of fun, and I mean, just being there is awesome. But it was just a little flat this time. So I'm hoping that next year it's better again. Of course, Flower and Garden is coming up. I can't wait for that. That's my second favorite festival. It was really kind of interesting to see how many flowers and things that they already have out now for the art festival. As a matter of fact, in some ways, it almost looked like the Flower and Garden Festival was already happening. Yeah, everybody be thinking Susie's ridden Tron now. Oh, she wishes. As soon as they do the pass holder preview, we'll be down there for that. I can tell you that. Okay, so that was the thing with Tron. Kelly just said, Tucker said Guardians of the Galaxy is better than Tron. Tron is fun but short. Because Tucker got to ride it this week as for cast member preview, and that's the thing. It's only 1 minute long. Tron is 1 minute long, so it's not very long at all. Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't ride any of it, so I can't tell you from firsthand. But everybody who rides Guardians says it is just absolutely amazing. So Sherry and Sherry are going to miss each other by a day. Jeffrey, good to see you. Welcome in. Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, he was asking how Greg was doing the other night. So Greg is also in the chat. So anyway, it was, like I said, it was good. The best part was meeting up with family and friends. Then Sunday we were at Hollywood Studios, and I spent time at Hollywood Studios taking pictures of all the theaters, all the buildings, because I'm going to be doing a behind the scenes thing on Hollywood Studios. There is a lot of stuff there. Hollywood Studios, Sunset Boulevard, and Hollywood, Hollywood Boulevard at Hollywood Studios is kind of like Main Street at Magic Kingdom. There's all kinds of stuff with backstories, and so I'm going to do some things like that too, which I think would be really, really cool. I like stuff like that. I like looking at history. As I said the other day, I'm going to be doing a segment once a week on Disney history and what's going on this week in Disney history. So Greg says, love Guardians, but Tron is not as tense as Guardians is. Yeah. Tron, they say, is much more of a family coaster feeling. There's no loops. There's no real dips. It's kind of really just a smooth, kind of round and about ride. Fan, what is Sorcerers? You guys must be big shots. We're Sorcerers. We used to have the top one where there were no blockout dates, but now we are Sorcerer. But we were looking at the calendar, and really the only blockout dates for us now are just in the holidays, the part of the holiday season. So I thought spring break was blacked out. I thought some of summer was. But it's not. We went on last night and made a couple more reservations and didn't have any issues doing it. So I don't know. I know when Iger came back on board, he said something about reducing some of the number of blackout dates, and I'm wondering if they didn't do that, because I could have sworn that when we first got the pass, we were really kind of bummed because it was like, well, we're not going to be able to do some stuff this part of the summer, and we're not going to be able to do anything during spring break. But that's all wide open now. Sherry says, I don't think I can handle Guardians, but I'm thinking I can do Tron. I see, honestly, I think I could do Tron, to be quite honest with you. The only thing that might throw my vertigo off is that it launches really fast. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing is that it's it's really, really smooth. Which, I mean, if you think about it, Guardians too, though, is better technology than Tron. But Guardians, I couldn't do Guardians, and that would be the only problem with Tron is being in the dark and not being able to really see. Now, if you sit further back on the train in in Tron, they say that you can see the rail a little bit. So if you have vertigo issues, being on the back might be a little bit better for you because you can see the track coming ahead of you. I know there have been issues with larger people riding Tron, and that is a real issue. And from everything I've seen, it kind of you have to be the right weight and the right height. You could either be too heavy or you could be too tall. If you're too heavy and too tall, you're pretty much not going to ride it except the bench thing, because of those metal prongs that come out of the underneath the cycle that comes against the back of your calf muscle. If you have big calf muscles, that's where it gets really a problem. I know I watched Nate stream with Paging Mr. Morrow. He was able to ride it the second time on the cycle, but if you watched it on the back, it bruised his calves really bad where that thing came across the back of his leg. So, definitely have to take all that into consideration. 2,000 is a lot for base tickets. I'll probably see you tomorrow morning in the chat again. I've been very busy taking care of my brother's dog. That's why I was upset this morning. Oh no! So you're eligible for 4th of July or your Sorcerer's Pass? Yes, yeah, that's right. Fuel cost of military discount was $2,205. Yeah, yeah. And we ended up revamping our plans for our summer trip. The cost just isn't justifiable. Okay, and see that's the thing. The cost at Disney has. Okay, I think about we're paying every month for our pass, and we go, and even though we're not paying for tickets, it is still expensive. Pretty much, food is $100 unless you are doing quick service. The three of us, 3 adults, we cannot hardly eat, and we don't get desserts and we don't get appetizers. We just get the meal. Sometimes we'll get a soda or tea, or sometimes we get water, or we split it kind of water. And we can hardly ever eat for less than $100. It just doesn't happen. And we purposely, we don't get filet on this, or we don't get a high end item, and it's still so. We've always done just one big meal a day, typically, and then we do like snack foods. The merchandise, of course, has gone up. They have really increased merchandise price. It went up. They used to do the promo where if you got 2 t-shirts, it was 24. Each t-shirt was 28. Now the t-shirts are $34 across the board, pretty much. And that was kind of a subtle. Oh, we're going to increase this by $6. Mugs have gone up. Pins have stayed about the same. I really haven't seen a big jump in price of pins unless you go up to the bigger pins. I mean, there are pins now that are $30 and $50, but we're talking about big pins. We're not talking about little trading pins. We're talking about big pins. But but between the tickets being as much as they are, the food price has got to come down. I mean, honestly, if there is one place where if Iger is actually going to do something, which I'll be honest with you, I like Bob Iger just fine, but if you all remember, everybody was all too pleased to see him go when he went the first time. Chapek was absolute disaster, but Iger's come back and is promising a lot of things, but we've seen a lot happen at Disneyland, but we haven't seen a whole lot happen at Walt Disney World. And something's going to have to be done with the food prices. I could not imagine, Kelly, honestly, I cannot imagine the food price for your family. I mean, it is just like I said, the three of us can hardly eat it. If I pulled up our ticket, our receipts, which I keep all our receipts, our average cost for a sit down meal, I'm sure, is $95. There were a couple that were around the high 80s, but then there was like one that was 100. Is like so, and like I said, that's not dessert and that's not appetizers. That's just three meals and drinks. So that's where I see one of the biggest increases. Um, it is it's like Kelly. I'm going to go ahead and say it is impossible unless you have really saved or for a large family. I mean, I think just the three of us, we go for a weekend and it's expensive. I mean, it really is. That's just and now we buy stuff. Now I have to, the caveat is we do buy souvenirs and stuff, so that goes into it too. I mean, excuse me, if we went and we didn't buy anything, we didn't buy any souvenirs or anything, it would be different. But we do. I mean, we got a couple spirit or a spirit jersey. Becca got a spirit jersey this time. Well, she buys that with her money. We got a few more pins than we'd normally get because they had a couple pins, and we went to the Character Warehouse when we first got there, and they had some really good stuff for some really good prices. So we spent a little bit more up front than we would normally, but still, the food price is what really just gets me. Okay, I have got to catch up on chat, y'all. Huge reason why we ended up revamping our plans with summer trips. College is not justifiable. And okay, and I got your Instagram, Lena, so I'll read it later and we'll go from there. I feel you on the call. So saw the bruises on, but at least he got to ride it, but definitely the bruises. But you have to ask yourself, is it worth the bruises? That's where it's kind of weird. It's like, yeah, you got to ride it, but it injures you. Maybe they need to revamp that. Maybe they need to look at that. Why? We all know that this is not being racist. We all, or whatever. We all know Asians are smaller people. They're smaller bodied people, and they built this thing around that audience. And Americans are not small people. Even if you left out the whole obesity factor of Americans are taller than Asians, and it's really some people are just going to be just too tall to ride this thing because of the way your knees go in. Um, Tim Tracker, he fit in there and had about 2 inches, he said, to spare. So, and he's tall. I think he's 6'2", right? Something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see. I've read how I can't wait to ride Tron. We're getting crazy. Okay, so we're paying $3,547 for 2 weeks at Cabana Bay at Universal. And that includes breakfast reservation, Harry Potter, the Marvel character dining, and 2 rounds of wow. Good night. Well, see, the thing about like Universal and SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, but I'll go with like SeaWorld because we have SeaWorld passes. They know how to treat pass holders too. You get really good discounts with them. I love the candy. Powder blue, where's white canopy. We eat breakfast at home. I pack my backpack with lunch, and then we eat out for dinner. That's what we pack snacks, and we eat one meal. And then we may eat like a pretzel or something like that. The price before food and gas, and we budget for about $200 a day for food, but we got a discount with our AP on food at the parks at the resort. Yeah, we get a resort. We get the discount too, and we have about $200 per day. Yeah. Which when you get down to it, that's a lot of money. That's a lot. $200 a day to eat. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of groceries. No ride is worth getting bruised or tortured for. No, see, I agree. I agree with that. This first time staying at a good neighbor hotel, the New Drury at Disney Springs, and they feed. Oh, that's cool, Sherry. That is awesome. That sounds good. That was a nice looking place too. We have stayed at a good neighbor hotel before. We really liked it. The place where we're staying now is called Calypso K, and it is about 5 minutes from property, and they are rentals. So they actually are like a timeshare place, but they have through Booking.com or whatever they rent them like hotel as well, and we love staying there. We had an amazing room this time. I mean, it's got a bedroom for us, a big, huge bathroom, kitchen area, full kitchen, full living room. Becca's got a pull out, and it was real. It was really, really nice, and it usually runs between $80 and $110 a night, which is not bad. Um, we're at Universal New Year's Eve, Universal Skate Park, free churros. It was a random thing. Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, that's right. And it doesn't hurt to do stuff like that. It's even like with Disney. When you see them cleaning out the popcorn machines, just give out the popcorn. They're throwing it all away. It's like, why not just give it out? They've already made so much money off that popcorn, it's ridiculous. And it's like they don't usually have that much left. But I just watched them at Epcot the other day, just throwing a whole thing away. I'm like, you could sack it up, stick it out there on the thing, and say, "Y'all come get some popcorn," and that'd be a magic moment for somebody, and does more for PR, that kind of stuff, than anybody can imagine. And that's the kind of, I don't know. I will pay for any and everything. I am not. Susan and I both. We are not cheapskates. We do not want a free lunch. But it doesn't hurt to give people a free bag of popcorn that you're just going to throw away at the end of the day as kids are going out. I mean, it is very wasteful. It's almost rude. It's almost disgusting. I mean, when you're walking by and instead of just sacking it up and handing it to people on their way out, you're literally dumping it in the trash cans. I was mortified by that because I'm just like, why not? That could be somebody's last good thing before they go home. I got a free dadgum bag of popcorn from Disney World. I mean, it's amazing what that kind of stuff can do. People would be putting it on their Instagram. I don't know. Yes, and we're doing a cruise in November. Yep, we're going on the Carnival Mardi Gras in November. Yeah, we love cruise. Cruise is the best value for the buck. Sherry talks a lot about that too on her channel. I know, Sherry, you do a great job with your travel. We talk about cruising a lot, and it is the best money. It is the best bang for the buck. And for us, for our family, it is truly a cruise is truly a vacation for us because we can get away. Because even like this weekend, Susie's getting called from work. I'm getting called from work. I'm getting texts. She's getting texts. You got emails, all this kind of stuff. When we go on a cruise, we put our phones on airplane mode. We don't even get the data package. I don't want any of it. All we use our phones for is a camera where we're on a cruise. We're going out of Galveston in November, Thanksgiving, and then again over Christmas. That'll be awesome. Yep, I can't wait. We haven't cruised since before COVID. We went right before COVID hit, and but we're going to be on the Mardi Gras. And Sherry says, yes, I know Sherry loves cruising. We need to go on a cruise together. All of us, it'd be fun to go on a cruise together. I think we'd all have a blast together. But yeah, when Susan and I went, we went on our very first. We are married for years. Becca was 4 years old when we went on our first cruise. I can't believe we waited that long. And we left that cruise. We was on the Carnival Paradise, and we left out of Tampa. And we went. That's it. This is it. This is what we love. And we've done, I think 5 Carnival cruises, and we've done 1 Disney. And we like Carnival. Now today I got the card. I don't know if you may have gotten one too, Sherry, and probably Lena too. A promo card on the Icon of the Seas from Royal Caribbean, the one that's coming out next year. That is a massive ship, and it is crazy how much PR they're putting behind that. Kelly said, I had a bad experience cruising. I've never been again. We need to give it. Yeah, what happened? Kelly, tell us what happened. Inquiring minds want to know. And Greg, he's never been on a cruise. We've been trying to get him on a cruise. He needs to. If he ever goes on one, he'll be addicted. I don't think any cruise ship could handle our level of crazy. Oh no, trust me, Lena. The group from our church, when we all go together, now that's crazy. As a matter of fact, in November, one of the couples that usually goes with us is going, and we've been lifelong friends. It's going to be so much fun. Oh yeah, they keep us updated on Icon's progress. I bet that ship is crazy. I cannot believe how much stuff is on that Icon ship. Come cruise with us. Absolutely. I think we all ought to. I'm excited about the Mardi Gras. We've never been on that one. We've been on the Paradise, the Glory, the Magic, the Vista, and we've been on the Disney Dream. Maybe that's it, but it just seems like we've been on another Carnival ship. Seems like we've been on another Carnival ship. The price is crazy. I've had several people ask me to price it out, and it was super expensive. See, that's well, I think that's because it's going to be a maiden voyage stuff. It's definitely going to be more expensive in the beginning. Yeah, I have heard from a couple people that have already booked on it that it was pretty expensive. It was an old ship, drunks everywhere, super crowded, just not my scene. Oh gosh, really? And that's the thing. We have never dealt, knock on wood, with drunks on ships. I don't know why. We just really, I mean, I'm sure there are. We just never really run into a lot of them. And like I said, we've only been on Carnival, Carnival Dream. No, we went on the Disney Dream. We went on the Disney Dream, but we've done the Carnival Magic, the Carnival Glory, Carnival Paradise, and Carnival Vista. I guess those are all the ones we've been on. Okay, Lena, you guys have a great night. I know you guys have to get up early in the morning, and so I'm probably about to sign off too. But I'm enjoying chit chatting. That's what I wanted to do tonight. I just wanted to chat with you guys, tell you about our experience this weekend at the art festival. The 100-year merchandise is out everywhere. They've got some really, oh my gosh, they've got some really cool stuff for those of you that are into pin buying. They've got a pin collection they're going to be releasing that's going to have 100 pins in it. You heard me right, 100 pins in it for the 100th. And I was talking to a cast member who also does collecting, and he was telling me about it. And yeah, he said it's going to be amazing. I've got some really cool ones. This is I'll do a pin thing later, but this is one of the 100-year pins that I got this trip. Let me see if I can get it to focus in better. This was the last one they had at Hollywood Studios of this particular pin. Well, sometimes these cameras, I could get my camera at church to do so much better than this one. Maybe. There. Well, you get the gist of it. I just don't know why it's not. There it goes. There it goes. There it is. But isn't that cute? And it's a pin on pin. And it has 6 pin backs. You only see 5. There's one here that's missing its little Mickey head. But it has 6 pin backs, which is crazy. But it is really, really cool. There's a lot of 100-year anniversary merchandise. I've got a few things, so I'm going to show those. I'm going to do just 100 years merchandise things, some of the stuff we have. Fun with Funkos will be on Saturday, and I have a new Funko, of course, that I want to share. And we'll also be looking. I finished off the Princess series, so we'll be looking at that, and we're also going to look at some of the Icon series for Funko Pop. So we'll be doing that on Saturday. I'm going to do a trivia stream tomorrow night. I'm going to do totally Thursday trivia. So join me tomorrow night for some trivia. We'll have a good time with that. Jeffrey said, if I had money, I would like to go to the Disney. Yeah, Alani in Hawaii. That would be really cool. Yeah, it is a cool pin. It really is. I've got some really neat ones over here that I'll share with you guys. But I will tell Sherry and Kelly and which Greg's already down there, and Sherry, I don't know if she's still in the chat or not. No, you guys are coming down. Character Warehouse has some really good stuff in it right now, and so I would encourage you. We go to the one on International Drive. That's the one that's a little off the beaten path, but go to both of them. But they have some really good stuff right now, so I'd encourage you to do that. They have a lot of really good pins, or at least when we were there, they had a lot of really good pins too. If you like some of the collecting some of the pins. Well, I think that's it. I uploaded a video. If you haven't seen it, I uploaded a video the other night. We were able to catch the flag retreat ceremony at Magic Kingdom. Every time we were there, we're always too late for it. This time, we were standing there as it was getting ready to start. Cast member told me where to stand, and I was just so blessed to have a great video of that. So check out that upload, and check out Becca's Instagram on, it's called Nuimos Everywhere. and check that out. I know, and check out our nephew. Oh my goodness, our niece Elizabeth. Her Instagram, absolutely everything Disney, and I think that's about it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night for trivia. Y'all just plan to be with me 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be doing Totally Thursday trivia. Kelly said, I love that video. Oh, yes. Thank you. And Kelly, we got to figure out a way to get you guys up there. Yep. Got to get, I will send you some information that I know that, and maybe you can get picked. I don't know. All right. You guys have a great night. And thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. You guys have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow night. Let's see. I'll leave you with a little video clip. I got to upload some new video clips. Let's see what am I going to leave you guys with tonight. What about the Voices of Liberty tonight? Singing Oh, Susanna. All right. So hang out for the video that's coming up here in just a second. And we love you guys and we appreciate you. And never forget this one thing. It was all started by a mouse. And we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody.
Oh,
Ha ha ha.